Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our partners, our friends of our tourism industry. It's really great to be here at the Tourism Industry Conference again. We were just here last year, but just a couple of doors away. And we were on tables. Today, we're a little bit cozier. But, to all of the partners who had joined us last year, and to all of our returning friends, welcome back. And to many of the new friends that we have from across the world, across the region, a warm welcome to Singapore. It's good to meet in person. I see many of you have also returned to business travel and are also undertaking leisure travel, and to reconnect with friends, families, and your partners abroad. If you go around, and now the conversations are, where have you gone? Where are you traveling to? Where have you been? When is your next trip? Where is your next holiday? If you recall just last year, the conversations and the questions that we were talking about or raising were very different. Can we come here? Can we go there? Have borders open? Do you have to take a test? So it's really refreshing to be able to ask, where is your next travel destination? And countries have thus far, within the span of a year, opened up their borders, rolled back pandemic measures, and airports are buzzing with activity again. Cruise ships are no longer sailing to nowhere, but to somewhere, and our tourism businesses are welcoming travelers once again. And all of this could not have happened without all of you. You persevered, you journeyed with us, you complied with many of the rules that we've had during the darkest times of COVID, and you've transformed your businesses and brought our beloved tourism sector back to life. And we did well in 2022. And as global travel continues to pick up, we expect Singapore's tourism sector to see similar growth momentum this year in 2023. We expect 2023 international visitor arrivals to Singapore to recover to about 12 million to 14 million, and tourism receipts to reach around 18 billion to $21 billion. This is approximately 2/3 to 3/4 of pre-pandemic levels of 19 million visitors and 28 billion in tourism receipts, respectively. And we are trending well. March international visitor arrivals have surpassed the 1 million mark for the first time since the pandemic. If all goes well, we expect our tourism sector to recover to pre-pandemic levels by next year, 2024. In the next 3 years, as we expect, the Asia-Pacific region will likely be our main sources of international visitor arrivals, with China joining them as they continue to open up. And with recovery underway, we have our sights set on the future of tourism. We will build on our appeal to key visitor segments, like families and like business travelers, given our commitment and our reputation for safe travel and the wide range of events we offer to both leisure and business travelers. We are also positioning ourselves to capture the opportunities in the wellness segment and also the sustainability segment. So please indulge me as I share some of the plans that we have in store for our tourism sector to recapture mindshare and to strengthen our appeal as a destination, and how we will support all of you and partner all of you as we execute on the plans we have in store. First, we plan to and we will capture the mindshare of our fans and our visitors. Now, beyond our reputation as a green island destination, there are many facets of Singapore that we would like to showcase. And we plan to do so through more branded entertainment, weaving features of Destination Singapore by telling authentic and relatable stories and showcasing Singapore's personality and offerings. We want to connect with new fans and visitors and reconnect with existing ones, enticing the world to visit Singapore and experience Singapore for themselves. Now, as many of you know, branded entertainment is a powerful tool to capture and to grow mindshare beyond traditional channels. We have in the past supported projects like Crazy Rich Asians, and more recently courted K-drama, Little Women, and HBO's Food Affair with Mark Wiens, for example. We will up our branded entertainment game. We will be more strategic and international and intentional. We will forge longer-term partnerships with our media and entertainment partners as demand for online entertainment and also the Asian narrative grows in our region and in fact globally. So STB and our friends from IMDA are jointly launching a $10 million Singapore on-screen fund to support entertainment content that spotlights and markets Destination Singapore. Now, with this joint fund, we hope to catalyze the production of major film and TV projects set in Singapore and made in collaboration with our international media and entertainment partners. This will provide our homegrown talents the opportunities to work with their international counterparts and allow our people and our businesses and our companies to grow their capabilities and also widen their global exposure. We will invite selected media conglomerates, major streamers, and production studios with regional and global networks to apply for the fund and to be part of Singapore's branded entertainment efforts. With that, we hope to make more of our Singapore-themed entertainment more available to viewers from around the world, so we can be top of mind when travelers pick their next destination. So that's branded entertainment. The second thing that we want to do is to make ourselves even more attractive to the world. Let me share how, and let me take you down to a journey, to a place where we all remember, and for many Singaporeans, we grew up with, Orchard Road. Visitors will almost certainly encounter Orchard Road yourselves as well as you search and browse for what to do in Singapore. Many know Orchard Road as our iconic shopping belt. But did you know that it was named after the fruit orchards and the nutmeg plantation that used to line the streets until the turn of the 20th century? Today, our Orchard Road precinct houses over 5,000 establishments offering a variety of lifestyle retail experiences. In 2019, you would remember that we announced plans to rejuvenate Orchard Road with our vision to make it a must-visit lifestyle destination with an unparalleled street experience within our garden city. We have made substantial progress since, even despite the disruptions brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. We saw new and signature events along Orchard Road. Many of you have been part of it. I'll give you a few examples. One, we have the Singapore Garden Festival. We have the Singapore Grand Prix Season Precinct Party. And we have Pink Mass at Somerset by the Museum of Ice Cream. This year, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Christmas on a Great Street. So please join us to make Orchard Road even more vibrant. We are also anticipating other exciting offerings along and on Orchard Road. Let me share a few. First, we are launching Trifecta, which is a new sports-themed attraction at the Somerset Belt later this year. We are also developing a new 3,000 persons events venue by Land Lease and Live Nation at the former Grange Road car park. Many of you who are driving there could see some of the work already starting. We expect this to be ready by and on Q4 of 2024. We are also unveiling new and refurbished hotels like the Pan Pacific Orchard and Grand Hyatt Singapore. So in the mid to long term, we're expecting to see more public and private collaboration to spruce up and inject new vibrancy to our Orchard Road. Allow me to share both on the public sector projects as well as the private sector projects that we have to look forward to. First, on public sector-led projects. STB will enhance the wayfinding system to showcase areas across Orchard Road and help visitors to discover where to shop, where to dine, where to play. We will install also creative street furniture along Orchard Road's pedestrian mall for visitors to watch the world go by, to enjoy the streetscape, and to also provide Instagrammable spots. We are also bringing back the Orchard, back to its roots, by transforming Orchard into a lush green corridor. We will redesign Istana Park to link with Dhoby Ghaut and also the Penang Road open space to create a larger green space and a new nature playground to Orchard Road and on Orchard Road. And we expect these to be completed progressively from 2025. That's on the public sector led. On the private sector side, the Orchard Road Business Association, or ORBA, is leading a feasibility study to develop a sustainability roadmap to reposition Orchard Road as a leading and sustainable lifestyle precinct. It will align this roadmap with already existing roadmaps that many of our sector-specific businesses in Orchard Road have already started to launch. Now, Cathay, many of you are familiar with Cathay, has also started to find new tenants for Orchard Senior Leisure, and many of us have grown up with Orchard Senior Leisure. And once completed, we will see a refreshed tenancy mix focusing on local brands, and that we expect to be completed in the third quarter of this year. Now, at the other end of Orchard Road, we will expand Temasek Shop House. It's a social impact hub to cater to our growing community of change makers. We will integrate this beautiful role of heritage shop houses and heritage buildings into a large, contiguous space for more activities for our young and for our change makers to pursue their social, environmental, and other causes. But let's go out of Orchard Road, and there is much more beyond the Orchard Road precinct. And let me share some highlights. This may have flooded your socials, and this is something that we call the bird paradise. And we are opening this bird paradise in May, 8th of May specifically, and it is home to 3,500 birds from over 400 avian species, housed in 8 large walk-through aviaries. For now, it's a big undertaking, you know. We have now shipped about 75% of the birds from Jurong Bird Park to Birds Paradise. So please come and visit us. It's on 8th of May, and we are starting to roll this out as we go along. Ravi, we talked about this. It's something that I'm personally passionate about as a gamer. We are launching and hosting the inaugural Olympic Esports Week in Singapore here in Suntec City in June. Now, this has the potential to grow Singapore into an esports hub, attracting creatives and talents into Singapore. Third, Sentosa, creating your baby. We will launch Sentosa Sensoryscape in the fourth quarter this year, a multi-sensory walk with a day-to-night experience connecting Resorts World Sentosa, the Imbiah Lookout, and also our beachfront. Last week, we were really, really delighted to welcome the Disney team here. Mickey and Minnie were here just at MBS, announcing the launch of Disney's new cruise ship, which will exclusively homeport in Singapore from 2025. It will be the largest ship to homeport here and represents Disney Cruise Line's debut in Southeast Asia. We will also open new concept hotels, Raffles Sentosa Resorts and Spa in Singapore, which is the first all-villa hotel in Singapore, and Artisan Singapore, which will embed our rich Peranakan heritage into its buildings and to its programming as well. So there's a lot on the menu, and with these rejuvenation plans, with these refresh plans, we will ensure a steady pipeline of world-class, quality tourism offerings in the coming years. Third, I've spoken about branded entertainment and what we're doing to refresh and rejuvenate the offerings that we have in store for Singapore. Our third pillar and our final pillar in my speech today is on building Singapore as a sustainable destination, in line with Singapore's Green Plan 2030. Now, 2 months ago, I announced that Singapore has been certified as a sustainable destination based on the Global Sustainable Tourism Council's destination criteria. Now, what this means is that this also follows very similar achievements by our key tourism partners, such as Sentosa Development Corporation, Resorts World Sentosa, and Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. Being certified is just the start. We will continue to steward Singapore to become a sustainable urban destination by 2030. So today, I'm pleased to announce that STB is collaborating with GSTC, the Singapore Association of Convention and Exhibition Organization and Suppliers, SASIOS, and the Association of Singapore Attractions, ASA, to actively contribute to the development of GSTC's first global sustainability standards for the MICE and attractions industry. We expect this industry criteria to be launched progressively from next year. What will this do? It seems like quite a bit, but it will ensure that our tourism sector continues to maximize both the social and economic benefits, reduce environmental impact, and also to conserve our precious local heritage. So sustainability is a journey. We will play our part as responsible global citizens and further the global discussions on climate change. and sustainable tourism. We are thus proud to be selected to host the GSTC Global Conference in November next year, which is a joint effort by STB, Sentosa Development Corporation, and Resorts World Sentosa. We hope these efforts will inspire more tourism businesses and destinations to contribute to a greener world. In closing, these are exciting times. Many of us remember those COVID times. It wasn't too far away, but that's the past. We now have our sights firmly set on the future and on the future of tourism. We will strengthen our brand, we will strengthen our offerings, and we will strengthen our sustainability efforts. We will put Singapore topmost of mind as we lead and reimagine this brave and exciting new world of travel and tourism. And I have every confidence that with you on board, we can make this happen together. So I wish you a fruitful conference and look forward to many ideas ahead. Thank you very much.